I'm a witness of what prayer can do in my life. The book of James chapter 4 verse 2 say, "He hath not because you ask not." Let's continue the churches to pray that God would change the hearts and minds of these women who want to kill their babies, that God would change their hearts. I've seen it myself right down Washington, the Falls Church, and I've seen these young, beautiful ladies taken to kill the babies with their mothers, their boyfriends, their fathers. Folks, we got to pray. It is a spiritual thing, and God can change their hearts. Thank you for what you're doing, for making prayer a ministry for this great and worthy cause. At this time, our next speaker will be, please let's welcome Angela Clark, a mobile and pregnancy. God bless you for what you're doing.
I had been a crisis pregnancy counselor for about 11 years, and a friend and I had heard that an abortion clinic was going to be opening close to George Mason University, my alma mater, and we figured we needed to do something. So we were looking around and speaking to folks, spoke to Dr. Bachowski, and we were thinking we would hopefully open a crisis pregnancy center close by. And as we were speaking to people, there was someone who suggested a mobile center. So I hadn't really heard about that a whole lot, so I asked her to email me some articles. So I read up on it, and I thought this was a wonderful idea. So what we did was the word got out, and Anglicans for Life as well as the Baptists for Life directed me to a pregnancy resource center in Blacksburg that just happened to have an RV with an ultrasound. And my friend was a little skeptical, and so she went down to Blacksburg and checked it out, and she came back all excited. And we just happened to also come into contact with Kirsten Ball, who was the president of Anglicans for Life at Truro Church in Fairfax. And she also happened to be a medical doctor, and we needed a medical director for this ministry. So she was very gracious and stepped up to the plate. And here it is, a year later. A lot was in the works. And now we have our RV, and the Knights have graciously fundraised for us, and we hopefully will have a new ultrasound machine in the next few weeks. And we are looking to go to universities. We know, I know what goes on at universities in terms of the drinking and the partying and the promiscuity, but you rarely see a student who is pregnant. So our hope is to be able to get to these girls before the abortionists do, hand out free ultrasound coupons, let them know that, we will have a presence on campus or close to campus where they can get free pregnancy tests and free limited ultrasound as well as counseling, and then eventually, hopefully, free STD testing, so we might have the opportunity to counsel them on lifestyle choices. So this is our grand vision of things, and we're hoping to go out not just to George Mason, but to Marymount, Mary Washington, and Northern Virginia Community College campuses. We also hope to partner with other pregnancy resource centers without ultrasound. We've gotten calls from Assist, Hope, A Woman's Choice, Birthright, as well as churches who would like us to come out and be a presence there. So it's all very exciting, and we're looking very much to being on the road soon. We are figuring probably a month's time, perhaps less than that. We're looking for someone who has skills in marketing and fundraising that will free us up to focus on the counseling and the outreach. And we are just very close to our goal. We've received a tremendous outpouring from different churches Catholic, Anglican, Baptist, and this is going to be an all-inclusive ministry. I think Peter was saying that there was, or someone was saying that they had met an atheist who was for the pro-life cause, and we need everyone. And actually there's a pro-life student group that just started at the campus of George Mason, and one of the participants happens to be an atheist, but very pro-life. And I think with the pro-life movement, we're somewhat divided sometimes, and it's good to have everyone on board, feminists for life, Democrats for life, atheists for life, all different religions, because this is a God-centered ministry, not so much just one faith's ministry. So we're hoping as our movement gains momentum that we'll get more participation and be able to go out and offer women in distressed pregnancies hope and supports, not just to save that baby at that moment, but also to provide supports for that woman, for that mother, so that she has a place to live. We can refer her to a maternity home, or if she doesn't have insurance, to be able to get her the prenatal care that she can, either through Tepeyac or Centera has programs for women without insurance or can't qualify for Medicaid. And also to connect these women with pregnancy resource centers that can give them diapers, that can provide formula, to provide moral support. We're hoping to connect with birth mothers who will assign someone to that mother to see her through her pregnancy and beyond. So it's kind of an all-inclusive type of ministry, and I feel very blessed to be doing what I love. I worked for the government for several years and was not very fulfilled, but I did used to volunteer at AAA Women for Choice in Manassas on Saturday mornings, and it was just, I felt like that was where I belong, was in the ministry of counseling women who are in distressed pregnancies. And I actually used to pop my head out the window and wave girls on to come in to our center, because we shared a wall with the abortion clinic. So we got several girls in that way, and I guess my most, the story that sticks out in my mind the most was when a girl had her hand on the door of that abortion clinic, and I waved her in. I said, "We can help you." And so she came, and I was able to counsel her, and she kept her baby. She was in tears. We really struck a heartstring with her, and she was in tears and said, "I'm going to keep my baby." And then when she went to leave, there was an abortionist worker in her car taking a cigarette break, just with a grimace towards me, just very, you could see the resentment in her face. But it was a very satisfying moment for me, knowing that, we had saved another life, to the disappointment of the abortion staff. And to this day, I still keep in touch with that abortionist's wife. Her name is Elizabeth Vanderwoody. She is a fallen away Catholic, and we've been trying to get her in touch with Dr. Wachowski so that he might be able to minister her, since he was in the same boat years ago. And we're still working on her, so keep her in your prayers. And in terms of our ministry, like I said, hopefully we'll be up and running in less than a month. We are just maybe a few $100s away from getting our insurance, and once that happens, we can go out to George Mason and hopefully to the churches and pregnancy resource centers that have asked us for help. So thank you.